morning, namaste. Thank you so much for joining. Please practice as always according to your condition and your comfort and ability levels. And you may do the variations, of course, if you are familiar with them and feel comfortable with them. Otherwise, please modify as you need to in order to make it accessible to you. And as always, just do your best. It's the effort that's most important, not the result. So on that note, let's begin. Sit tall, supreme. Close the eyes and bring the attention inward. Nothing to do, nothing to seek. Everything we need is already within. Let's begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you're everywhere. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. Only peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So now let's do some breathing exercises. So let's do sound breathing today. So you try and imagine the Om. You might have heard that the Om is the ultimate mantra that contains all the sounds, colors, and vibrations of the universe. Each constituent of Om has its own special power. So this technique that helps to direct that power, concentrate that power, this also has healing effects. So when you direct your attention to a certain area with a certain intention, that manifests. Your attention is like a strong magnet. So imagine, when you're doing this exercise, bring all your attention to that area in the body with that color, with that vibration, and that will provide that healing effect that you're looking for, whether in yourself, whether in others. So imagine you're bringing up the Om into each of the different colors, and just all of them together form that ultimate mantra and the effect. It also helps to increase your aura, which is your protection against negative effects, psychic attacks that are directed either to you or intentionally or unintentionally. So just imagine that you're forming a big bubble or a big sphere, force field around you. So let's begin. Starting at the base of the spine and the 2 energy centers above that. So just above that is the sacral chakra and then the root chakra. Picture the color red in that area. The sound is Ah. The color is red again. Take a deep breath in. Next, move up to the heart. Color is green. So through this concentration area, this area of concentration, you're bringing about physical and emotional healing to the heart. Color is green again. The sound is U. Higher pitch. Inhale. U. to the base of the throat. Sound is so, the color is blue. All the words that come out of the throat, may they always be ones of loving kindness and compassion. Inhale. Next, go to the space between the eyebrows. The sound is E. So in the sinus area. Picture another shade of blue. And this is the area of the pituitary gland as well, which is the hub of the whole endocrine system. So in this one and the next one, concentrate in that area to bring about healing effects for the whole endocrine system. Take a deep breath in. Again, center the forebrow. Next, in about the same area, maybe a little bit behind it. Center the forebrow. The sound is sun, S-U-N. Concentrate on the latter part of the sound, the vibrations produced by the end sound, the humming there, helps to dislodge all the impurities from wherever they're sitting. Imagine those vibrations strong enough to take those all out, shake them out to wherever they're sitting and into the bloodstream, eventually out of the body. The color is indigo. Inhale. And then finally we arrive at the crown. Color is violet. The sound is sum, S-U-M. Concentrate again on the latter part of the sound. The vibrations there will help to improve mental sharpness and clarity. Inhale at the crown. Sum. And we'll put it all together now. Again, the sound Om. Try to make the sound reach the ends of the universe, or imagine the sound is reaching the ends of the universe. Take a deep breath in. Fix your attention there for a little while longer. The seat to divine perception. It's okay in the center of the forebrow. Bring your attention there now. Momentarily we'll begin the practice. Practice in a way that is mindful, that is conscious. Remember that for every action, there's a perfect reaction. So you want to practice in a way that manifests good actions, good reactions. We are all connected to one another, and in all beings, we need to believe that there is the highest self that resides in each and every being. God is present in all beings. So any actions that we do to ourselves are felt by others as well. So try to feel good so you bring about that effect for yourself and others. If you go to a place of pain or suffering, that's what others will be affected by that as well. So this helps keep you in that, always in that compassionate, mindful, conscious frame of mind. So with that intention firmly set, let's come to standing and begin the practice. We're going to stand first by charging the body up with the earth's energy. Stand with your feet about 10 inches apart. Bring your arms up over the head. On the inhale, imagine all the earth's energy being pulled right up to the fingertips. 3, 4, feel yourself being flooded by that energy. 6, 7, 8, holding at the fingertips, hold the breath. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale all the way back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Observe moving the breath and the energy. Inhale, pull it right up to the fingertips again. 3, 4, use your attention to attract it all there. 6, 7, 8, holding it at the fingertips, hold the breath. 5, 6, exhale all the way back down. 2, 3, 4, feel the energy rippling right through out the body. 7, 8, one more time. Inhale, pull the earth's energy right up through the body to the fingertips. 3, 4, feel the surge of energy going all the way up. 7, 8, holding at the fingertips, hold the breath. Exhale all the way back down. 2, 3, 4, feel fully charged and ready to use that energy throughout the practice. 6, 7, 8. Bring the arms down now. Continue with some exercise to prepare the body for the practice. Now pretend you're the witness watching the body move all by itself. Circle the arms up, inhale. Exhale, down, up, down. Moving the joints in every which way possible. Now inhale straight up over the head. Exhale, pull the arms down. Spread your fingers as your arms come up. Pull them into fists as they come down. Now from the body, inhale, reach out, stay moving with the hands. Pull in. And release. Arm swings. Throw the arms back behind ears. And then release. Arms across the chest, inhale. Exhale, throw them back. Now, raise your arms up, inhale. Exhale, throw the body towards the legs. You can bend your knees if you like as you're swinging down. One more. Just allow yourself to just hang out here for a moment to stop shaking and bouncing. Then roll your way up. Now arms over the head. Exhale, come into a squat. If you can't go down all the way, just come down to the height that you can. Feel like you're a jack in a box, springing right out of the box. Good, and then bring your arms down. Bring your arms up again, elbows out to the side, and swing from side to side. Exhale as you complete the twist on each side. And then come back to the center. Next one, incorporate the squat again, 4 movements. Circle the arms up, inhale, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Release, arms in front of the body. Starting position is here. Inhale, circle around to the front. Pull and then punch right back out on the exhale. And then the arms drop down to the sides of the body. Same movement, but circle in a quarter. Inhale, circle around to the front. Pull in on the exhale and drop the arms down. And then drop the arms down. Now open up the feet a little bit more. So the feet, toes are beyond the edge of the mat. We're going side to side this time. Left arm up, inhale. Exhale, bend to the right. Right arm up, inhale. Go to the left. Continue. Back to the center, same movement, we change up the breathing. Left arm up, inhale. Go to the right, hold the breath, see if you can bend deeper. Go back up on the exhale, right arm up, inhale. Go to your left. Lengthen the whole upper side of the body without shortening the underside too much. Try not to create too many folds in the waist area. Feel as though you had weights attached to all the fingertips. The heaviness of the arms drags you further down into the bend. Remember, all beings experiencing this through your body. Through your senses, and being nourished through your experience. So try to deliver the best experiences possible. Lose yourself in the sensations. Always be mindful of your actions and what consequence they might bring about. Good. Good. And now from here, come on to the hands and knees. Cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back, push the chest forward. Exhale, push right up between the shoulder blades. Inhale, belly down, belly button presses towards ground. Exhale, imagine you're throwing it right through the lower back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, shoulder blades sink towards one another. Exhale. They fall away from one another. Inhale. Exhale. Powerful yet graceful movements. Inhale. Exhale. Try to see your body moving in your mind. Inhale. Exhale. Imagine body moving with grace and power. Inhale. Exhale. translate into your movements. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Whatever you imagine in your mind, just imagine it manifesting. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to neutral. Raise your right leg up, inhale. And then swing it out to the right. Loosen the hip joint. Imagine your leg were a great pendulum. You're just gonna start swinging out of control. Of course, slow it down and modify as you need to if it's too intense. And then the other leg, left leg up, and then swing it out to your left, and then throw it up, back up on the inhale. Try to get the toes past the shoulder when you swing this forward. And try not to allow the foot to fall below the level of the hip. Again, according to your condition and flexibility. Now, make your way down onto the belly. Strengthening the back muscles now, the upper back. Especially, join your hands together if you can. If that's too much, you can just keep your hands apart. Anchor down to the lower body and the tops of the feet, from the hips all the way to the tops of the feet and toes. On the inhale, lift the chest up. And back down, exhale. Up. Down, press down to the feet, up, down, up, down, engage the buttocks, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, and down. Allow the arms to just fall by the sides of the body. Breathe in, breathe out. Now the arms go in front of the body. Choice here. So you can raise the left arm and the right leg up and down and then up. Alternate sides like this. If you want, you can raise both legs and arms at the same time. Or if you feel a little bit more peppy, you can see you can swing your legs up, and when the legs come down, the action of the hips and the chest pressing into the mat will throw the upper body up. So it looks like this. Continue. And then relax. Forehead on the hands, breathe in. Exhale, remove all fatigue, all effort. Now press your hands into the mat underneath the shoulders, lift back up into table, and send your seat all the way back behind your heels, child's pose. 4 movements for the next one. Inhale, round your back, coming up into high cat. Exhale, cobra. Chest forward, head back. Inhale, back into high cat. Exhale, all the way back, seat behind the heels. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, uncoil. Stretch the neck out of the shoulders. Make sure you don't lose your neck. Back up, inhale. Exhale all the way back. Inhale, pay attention to the spine. Make sure that this curve of the spine remains smooth. Forward. Inhale. Try not to break that line anywhere, that smooth curve anywhere along the shape. Inhale. Either the lower back or the back of the neck. Forward. Exhale. Just like when you squeeze a hose in half at the bend, the water stops. Inhale. Exhale. So try to keep the spine smooth so you don't create any breakages or any flows, any stops the flow of the energy. Back. Inhale up. Forward. Inhale up. Savor the sensation of that spine lengthening and just moving in different ways. Forward and coil. Inhale back up. Exhale all the way back. And up. Then forward. Imagine you can see right through your skin. And back up at that spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Moving away that won't create any jams at either end. And forward. Back up. Inhale. Exhale back. And up. And forward. Telescope the trunk out, hips up and back. And then rest here for a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Remember to offer up the rest positions as well. The practice is a balance between the strength, drive, and effort, but softness and surrender too. You need them all. So next one, we're going to glide forward into cobra. Pull the arms, start your ascent. Glide forward. Hips to the hands. Lift the head, hold the pose, cobra. Make sure again you don't jam out the back of the neck. Lengthen the neck, bring the head up, away from the shoulders. Exhale all the way back. If you find that entry problematic, you can start coming up into baby plank and drop your hips down and then roll your head back, your chest open. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And all the way back, exhale. To avoid getting your neck all jammed up between your shoulders and the ears. When you come into the pose, push into the hands, pull the shoulders down and back. Maybe the neck will lengthen a little bit more. And all the way back, exhale. Inhale, forward. Rise up, imagine you're a serpent. Imitate them on all levels. Physically, mentally, and even emotionally. And back, exhale. Inhale. Imagine having that boundless range of motion. Then when you're holding the pose, be regal and wise, cool and calm. And back, exhale. Again, inhale, glide forward, tug at the floor with the arms as they're trying to pull the floor towards you. Rise up. Be magnificent and mighty. And back, exhale. This time even more so, King Cobra, if you like. So glide forward. Your feet are apart this time. Come onto your fingertips and see if you can bring the feet up towards the head. Imagine you're holding socks behind your knees. And from here, break. Legs down and bring the seat all the way back. Come forward again. It's just an option again. Sometimes it's good to challenge yourself, to try new things, and imagine yourself in a practice that, even though you're not able to access right now, with constant practice and some determination, this eventually body may just obey. Again, hold the breath as you come into the pose. Everything stops. All the mind fluctuations of body movements and even the emotions are like frozen. Back, exhale. Come forward again. Holding pose, tap into all the divine qualities of that form, that being. All the beautiful ways that God manifests in each and every being. Back exhale, explore them all through the different forms and come forward again. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And back exhale. Imagine you're the king of the serpents. A king or a queen deserves royal treatment, so do the pose the best you can with full effort. Be fully present. And back exhale. One more. Inhale, glide forward smoothly between the arms. Come up, hold the breath, hold the pose. And back exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out all fatigue. Come forward onto your belly, then flip over onto your back. So now, coming into some tucks. Raise your arms over the head, stretch yourself out really long. Hold the breath, not hold the breath, but exhale, tuck in, knees to the shoulders, chin between the knees. Inhale again, stretch out. Exhale, pull yourself into tuck again. Powerful movements. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Put some effort, some energy into the exercises. Look enthusiastic. Inhale. Exhale. Remember, the inner guru is always watching. Inhale. Practice in a way that does the guru credit. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stretch. Now this time, hold your breath as you come into tuck. Try to get your shoulders right to the knees, your chin between your knees, your forehead with your thumbs over the knees. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, stretch. Hold the breath and tuck. When the guru senses that the student is serious, they are more inclined to want to share all the tricks with them. So establish that strong relationship between you and the inner guru. In effect, you are all one. You are one. There is no separation, no one without the other. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And exhale. And imagine yourself as being one with the guru, then perhaps amazing things will start to happen. Hold the breath, hold the pose. Hold the breath, you gain all their knowledge, all their abilities, reach. Hold the breath and tuck. You have to keep on cultivating imagination too. Imagine that that's taking a place. The best is taking place. Always. And back, exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath and tuck. Remember, every action has a perfect reaction. Keep on cultivating the possibility for good outcomes through your actions, through compassion through your actions. One more, inhale, stretch. Hold the breath and tuck. And release. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Relax. Remember, even negative outcomes serve a purpose. They show us what to be mindful, to what not to repeat, so you don't end up in that place of suffering and pain again. So now we're going to roll up to seated and come to standing. If you like, you can bring your legs all the way back over your head and then Bend your legs as you come down, plant your feet and come up into standing. So let's make your way to the front of the mat. Okay, so now come back with the hands to the heart, in that universal gesture of offering. Offer up the fruits of the practice. Renounce them all. Imagine this as your divine due to all beings everywhere. Be a channel and conduit for all that energy and all the efforts that you produce, all the benefits that you produce. Surya Namaskar. Raise your arms up over the head, arch back as you see fit. And come forward and down into Uttanasana. Bend your knees if you need to. Bring your hands flat on the ground. Right foot back, lower down the knees, sink down to the seat. Come into high plank. Knees down, the seat all the way back. Glide forward between your arms, coming up into Cobra. All the way back into Adho Mukha Svanasana with the seat up and back, mouth the heart. Right foot steps forward again. Lower down the knee, push the lower back in. The seat down. Pull the feet together, chest on the thighs, head down towards the feet. Come all the way up to standing, reach up and back. Hands back to the heart. Don't worry about the breath, just move the body in a way that feels natural, that keeps the breathing uniform, steady. And the breath will deliver fluidity and ease of movements. Left foot back, sink down to the seat. Into the plank. Down we go, knees. And then the seat all the way back. Glide forward into the Cobra. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Push the floor away from you. Send the head down below the arms. Left foot steps forward. Move your shoulders forward so your foot doesn't land with a big thump. Feet together. You use your core muscles also to help you through the movements with more control. Arch back as you see fit. Hands back to the heart. Sometimes it helps to engage the buttocks and hold your breath when you come into those sticky movements that are more challenging for the body. Pull the body down onto your legs. Right foot back. This time, do not drop the back knee down. Keep the back leg strong. Into high plank. Now bring the seat back, then drop your knees or your hips to the ground. See if you can pull right through into upward facing dog. Pull the elbows towards you. Press through with your toes and the hands. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift the seat up and back. Now right foot forward again. Again, try not to drop the left knee to the ground. Push back the left heel. Then send the left foot forward to the right foot. Uttanasana. Come right up to standing. Arch back. Hands back to the heart. Be the witness. Keep watching the body moving all by itself. Come down, watch the mind reactions and the movements as well. Left foot back. Press back to the left heel. Into the high plank. Bring the seat all the way back. The knees stay up. Again, see if you can glide right through, swing right through into upward facing dog without touching your hips or your knees to the ground. Or just do the same, repeat the same what we did before, the first one, if that's better for you. Adho Mukha Svanasana, then the left foot forward, back knee stays lifted, and then feet together. Uttanasana, pull the body to your legs, come right up to standing, reach up and back. Hands back to the heart. A different variation. Reach the arms up, stretch the whole front of the body. Come forward and down into Uttanasana. Chest on your thighs, head down. Lift the head, press into your hands. Jump or walk back. If you're jumping back, bend your elbows as you're going back so you don't land with a big, heavy, jarring movement. Either on the ground completely or chaturanga. And then right through into upward facing dog. Roll of your toes. Stay here for a moment. If you like, you can bend your toes under, try to get your hips between your hands a little bit further forward. And then try to push your chest back, your head back. Feel and look like a dog howling at the moon. Again, try to extend your spine so you're not all crunched up and hunched up at the lower back or the back of the neck. Create space in those areas especially. Now, push into your hands, round your back. Back into downward facing dog. Mount the heart again. Hollow out the back body. Pulse here. Try to look like a dog stretching its back. If you're very flexible, try to get your shoulders down, the head to the ground, maybe so you can get your forehead, your nose, maybe the chin to the ground. Try not to bend the arms. You should feel and see a big curve in your back body, not a straight line.
Sink the heart, the belly towards the thighs. Now from here, lift the heels, bend the knees, hold your breath, and bring your feet to the hands as you jump forward, or just walk forward if that's, again, too much. Pull the body down onto your legs. Come all the way up to stand and reach up and back. Hands back to the heart. Go up and back again. Reach up, hips forward, stretch the whole front of the body. Approach your true nature, which is boundlessness, potential, limitless. Pull the body down, head low, adjust your humility. Lift the head and chest, hold the breath again. And then bend your elbows as you go back softly into chaturanga, hopping or walking into upward facing dog. This time, oscillate between upward and downward. So start to make the transition, rounding your back and then melting your heart and your up downward. Come forward, roll over your toes, push the heart right between your shoulder blades. Little flex the spine, push the chest right through your chest. Back the other way, round your back. Downward facing dog, sink the heart. One more time, roll forward, over your toes, uncoil gracefully. Back the other way, round your back to the tailbone, downward facing dog. Stay here for a moment here, look like the dog who's loyal to its master, always. Embrace all the divine qualities of every being. They exist within you too, just let them shine. Lift the heels, bend the knees up to the hands. Bring your feet forward again, hopping or walking. Pull the body down onto your legs. Come right up to stand, reach up and back. Hands back to the heart. Just two more, no pauses this time. Reach up and back. Come down. Uttanasana with head and chest. Back into chaturanga. Through into upward facing dog. And back. Move swiftly and smoothly. Imagine this as a divine dance devotion. Jump forward or walk forward, pull the body to your legs. Come right up to standing. Hands back to the heart. Seamless transitions from one pose to the other. Reach up and back. Feel like a shapeshifter, moving effortlessly between the forms. With hand chest, back into chaturanga any which way you like, into upward facing dog. And then roll all the way back into downward facing dog. Get ready to come forward. Hopping or walking. Fold the body down in half, head low as though in humbleness. And raise your arms up overhead, open yourself up to divine grace. Land your hands back at the heart. Always come back to the source of divine love. And the spiritual heart located in the center of the chest, right side of the physical heart. From that space, inhale up to the crown. Send all the love up there. Imagine going to all beings. Exhale back down to spiritual heart. Remember, God is within. Just keep your focus on God. And then automatically, you come into connection with all beings. For God is present in all beings. So plant down your left foot, ballet pose. Bring the right foot up. Take the heel if you can. If you're having trouble balancing, you can bring yourself right against the stand right against the wall. And try to get your toes on the same line as the fingers. So some might look more like a T. If you're more flexible, pull a foot close to the shoulder, lean a little bit to your left so you can keep that same height between the fingers and toes. Bring your chest up, be magnificent, like and poised and graceful like a dancer. Good, now see if you can let go of the foot and try not to drop the foot. So you have to engage the leg. And now, I'm going to come down. Try not to touch the ground. Right into eagle if you can. If you need to, you can bend your standing leg, bring your index fingers to the ground. If you start to lose your balance, and then bring the right leg up and back as high as you can. And then you can fly your arms up to the side. Imagine you're a great eagle, soaring from a great height at great speed, skim the surface of the ocean. Visualize that great bird in your mind and just try to be, come into their body and their mindset. Now push into your left foot, hold the breath, and then come back up.
So now try it on the other side. Anchor down to the right foot, press down to the edges of the feet, the heels, and the toe pads and the toes themselves. Take hold of the inside of the heel and bring the arm up level with the toes again. Coming up higher if you can, right close to the shoulder. So eventually if you lean a little bit to the right, your leg might come up higher. Again, hold your breath, engage your leg muscles so when you let go of the foot, if you're letting go of the foot, it doesn't fall appreciably. And then keep the leg engaged as you swing it down and back. If you can, go right into eagle from here, gliding eagle. Try to get your foot up higher than the head. Your head is about the height of the knee. Open up your chest. Imagine again you're gliding, soaring through the air. You have to imagine yourself in the form, in that being. And then break the pose. Push into the right foot, bend your knee, and come back up. Next one, Adho Chandrasana. Walk your left foot forward, bend your knees so you can bring your fingertips down, about in front of the left foot. Raise a right leg up, turn to the right, right arm up. You can use any yoga prop if you like. You can place a block underneath your hand if you can't reach the floor, or you can just come down onto your knee and do it from here. So just try to find a variation and an adaptation that will help you to find steadiness. Try to lengthen the underside of the body, try not to crunch it up. Open up your shoulder and your hip so they're aligned on top of the bottom hip and shoulder. Now from here, bend your knee if you can. Take hold of the foot and push the foot up and away from your shoulder, from your seat. Stretch. Push the chest and the belly forward. So it should feel like Dhanurasana. Push with your foot into your hand. Now as you want, if you have good balance, you can look forward, keep your left hip over the foot, heel, hold your breath, bring your hand to your heart. If you're more flexible, you can bring your foot into the hand, the other hand to the foot. Pull heel towards the seat first, to come down, and then come back up. Okay, now try it on the other hand. Right foot forward, bend your knee, so you bring your fingertips to the ground more easily. Stay on your fingertips, it gives yourself a little bit more height. And then raise the left leg up, open up. Try to get your arms in one line. Open up your chest and your hip. You can stay there, or you can bend your knee. Take hold of the foot while it's close to your seat, and then push the foot up. Knee comes toward the sky, your foot comes away from your seat. Stretch the front of the body. And those who want can look forward. Hold your breath so you can get your hand to your heart. Maybe even the foot. Pull the foot close to your seat again. And then push the foot away. Whoops. Try that again. So hold the breath. Take the foot. And then release the heel. Bring the heel close back to the seat and release. Come back up. And even if you don't, if something starts to happen, you start to fall out of pose, try again. Now from here, slide your left foot forward. Bend your left knee. Virabhadrasana 1. Look up over the head. Or beyond the fingertips, bring the head back. Try to get your seat nice and low. From here, open up to the right, Virabhadrasana 2. Try to get your knee over the toe, sink your seat a little bit more.
And then from here, possibilities, if you're up higher, you can just bring your left forearm onto your left thigh and reach right arm overhead. Make sure your hip is not jutting up. Flatten it out, sink it down. If you have flexible, your knee is over the toes, you might be able to get your hand to the ground. Good. Now from here, bring the right hand down, look forward, bring the back knee down. Press down to the top of the foot, raise your arm up over the head. Sink your seat all the way forward. Rock your shoulders back and forth. Try to pull your arms back behind your ears, crescent moon. Picture a shape of a crescent moon. So the crescent moon doesn't have any bends, any breaks in the line of energy. Keep your arms straight, close to the ears. If this is too much, you can also take away opposite elbows. Allow the head to just drop into the arms like you're lying on the beach. Or if you need more support, bring your hands to your seat, push into your seat and pull down. At the same time, create space underneath your hands. Make sure you're taking out all the wrinkles in the skin underneath your hands. Elbows come closer together and push the rib cage up with your fingertips. And then coming back up. From here, bring your seat back a little bit, walk your left foot out to your left, and then come down. See if you can drop down to the right, so the right hip comes down, the right forearm comes down. And then roll back to your left. So if you can't get, your hips are very far away from the ground, you can stay on your hands. Imagine doing a cobra though, try to get your hips to come down. If you're on your forearms, it's like you're doing Sphinx pose. Then keep on trying to telescope your chest forward. When your hips are heavy and down, the belly, the pelvis might come down, followed by the belly. Those who are more flexible can come right down onto your chest. Move your left arm to the outside of the foot to help you to come down more easily. Be like a lizard, sunning yourself on a warm earth. Any variations, go ahead. If you want, you can take your arms split to the side, straight out. Feel flat on the ground. Feels those shoulders are very heavy as well. Then from here, coming back, bring the seat back, slide the left foot in, and then walk your way up. You can place your hands on your knee to come up, bend the toes under on the back foot, your legs are like a box. So you can start with your left hand on your seat, push in and pull down, right hand on the outside of the left knee. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, turn to look over your back shoulder. If you want, keep your seat pushing up and in. Your lower back pressing in, you can lean back and take your hand to your knee, your heel. If it's too much of reach, you can just place your hand on your outside of the thigh, and then keep pushing against the knee. Try to turn more to your left. Now, if you think you can go further, look forward, right arm up. Swing down. So the arm comes all the way down onto your legs. This armpit is on the outside of the knee. Left hand pushes into right, and really push the left hand down to the right. Notice how my belly comes up higher. So the center of the chest can come behind your thumbs, and then roll the left shoulder all the way back. Pull the left hip back, head forward. So not like this, don't stay up, down here, with your body hunched down. Pull yourself up so that your belly's over the thigh, you have more room to spin. If you want to take a bind, push the seat back, the elbows close in the space underneath. Use your left hand to guide the hand, worm it through. If you push your elbow closer to the shin, you have more space, more legs for the hand to go underneath. Then you can use your left hand, go over the back and pull the hand out further, and then just hold the left wrist or lock the fingers together. If you want, you can take your back knee up off the ground. Pull the left shoulder all the way back. Extend from the crown, the base, the heel all the way to the ground. Eventually it might look like you're lying on your back, your shoulders the same height from the ground. but at least try to get your left shoulder in the same line as your bottom shoulder. Break the pose, left hand back down, bring the right hand in front of your shoulder. From here you can start off in Vasisthasana like this if you're having trouble. If you have your wrists are not strong enough, you can just bring your right knee down to the ground and left foot goes back like this. If you can, from here you just bring your left foot back. You can cross, keep your ankles crossed, come into Vasisthasana. Good. Try to have your arms in the same line, hips up, hips forward. Now go to the other side. Spin back in plank. Place your left hand more in front of the nose. Go to the other side now. Come back to plank. And now from here, right foot forward. Back foot flat. Virabhadrasana 1. If your hip can't get your hip to turn forward, your left hip, lift the back heel up. Bring your head back. Be mighty and strong. Show the devotion of a warrior. Exude all the qualities of that which you're representing. Into warrior 2. Again, try to get your seat low. Come forward a little bit. Sense of purpose. Show leadership, courage, determination. Good. Again, Paschimottanasana. Can do this version with the arm over the head, the arm resting on the thigh. Or if your hip is already low, you can probably get your hand down to the ground from the foot. Turn your left shoulder back, pull your left shoulder back a little bit. And circle the arm down, bring the knee down. From here, Kapiyasana, so you have options again. With your hands, pushing into your seat, pull down. Imagine trying to make this smooth, skin smooth underneath your hands. If you can go further, take your arms up, take all the opposite elbows, push your head back into your arms, keep on lengthening, pull the body out of the hips. Or the full expression of the pose, crescent moon. Radiate your inner light. Be like the moon reflecting the light of the sun. Reflect your own inner radiance. Break the pose. Bring hands to the front knee and assist yourself into lizard. Move the right foot over to the right, drop down to the left, and you can stay on your hands if your hips are too high from the ground to get your forearms down. Roll back to your left. Imagine you're doing Sphinx. Think of those poses that are familiar to you. And then when you translate them into these different these are all just different variations, but we're all essentially all the same. You start to see more and more similarities. When your hips are heavy, the rest of the body will want to follow. Keep telescoping your head and chest forward. The longer you extend, the closer the body comes to the ground. If you're flat on the ground, again, you can take your arms bent to the side or other variations as you know them. So make sure your knee stays close to the shoulder, just over the heel. Try not to allow the knee to pop out to the side or have the foot slide out further than the knee. Now come back up. Knee stays back. Walk your right foot in underneath, so the heel's underneath the knee. Left hand to the outside of the right knee, other hand on the seat, push in and pull down. Inhale, keep the lower back lifted. Turn to your right ankle, knee towards the left. If you want to take your hand, your free hand to the outside of the left foot. Try to keep your shoulders over your hips. Try not to go too far back. can always bring your hand to your thigh or the other side of your hip if it's better for you. If you can't reach your heel. And if you want to go further, I'll do it this way so you can see. Patting feet to Paschimottanasana, or the easy version, Sukha with your knee on the ground. And then take your left arm. Allow the armpit to sit on the outside of the knee. Right hand pushes into the left. So they start at the shoulder, but as you push the top hand into the bottom, the body comes up. The center of the chest comes to your thumbs. And then roll the right shoulder all the way back. Have more room to spin. You want to take the bind again, push your elbow towards just against the shin almost. Use the right hand to guide the left hand underneath. Create more space for the hand to slide through. The right hand over the back, pull the hand out from underneath, and then lock your fingers together or take hold of the right wrist with your left hand. If you like, hold your breath, take your knee up off the ground. Don't move too fast. That might cause you to lose your balance. Try to make the transition smooth as possible. The practice like a divine dance devotion. Now from here, release. Bring the left hand back in front of the shoulder. Vasisthasana, turn to the right completely. You can again lower the back knee, the left knee down and slide the right foot behind it, the knee, same line, or stack your feet. Vasisthasana, if you know other variations, go ahead. So you can slide your right toes back. Push, shorten your base. Make sure the big toes, base of the big toes, grounded the foot flat on the ground on the left foot. Push your hips up. Make sure your left arm stays extended. You can stay like this. If you have lots of weight on your left hand, left foot, you might be able to take your right foot up off the ground completely. Take hold of the knee, and maybe take hold of the foot eventually, if you have the reach. Come back down again for those who are more advanced. Know your limitations. So come back into downward facing dog. That's a good way to start off. Then the right hand moves towards your left, and then go to your left. Either in the Vasisthasana or continue. Slide your left toes back. Slide your right foot in a little bit so you can have the foot at 45 degrees and the inside of the foot is grounded. Make sure that you have it down so that the inside edge of the foot, so that you can take your left knee up more easily. Or even just play, trying to get your foot up off the ground. Push your hips up and do whatever variation you know. Break the pose. Come back into downward facing dog. You do this way and lower the knees. Bring the head down. Child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Now we're going to stretch back the neck. If you have neck issues, of course, be mindfulness. So you're just, if you can, bring your forearms forward, bring your forehead down, sort of just a little in front of your elbows and between your elbows. And see if you can walk your feet towards you. And then try to get the back of the head more on the ground. So play the position of the arms. You might have to slide your elbows forward a little bit in front of your head. Make as though you're about to go right into palm pose. Okay, so just stretching the back of the neck here. Again, if it's too much, just stay in the rabbit pose, hare pose. And do this a couple of times, or 3 times. And then from here, lower the knees down, come back into child's pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Now from here, teddy bear. If you can try this one if it's not too much pressure on the head. Bring the forehead down from the knees. Your fingertips are just in line with the backs of your knees. Lift up the seat, walk your feet towards you, and see if you can get your knees. Lift your seat so your seat comes over your shoulders. And press just underneath against your elbows. Now you can just, so you can flick your toes away from the ground. Push into your fingertips, hold the breath, and then really push down the fingertips, and you might be able to find your way up, your toes up off the ground. Eventually you can bring your knees up. If you'd rather have your hands flat on the ground, it's okay. Make sure they're not beside your head. In front where you can see them, so the arms, upper arms are at 90 degrees to the lower arms. Now if you're feeling comfortable here, you can maybe go a little bit further, bring the right leg back. If you need to do this on your forearms, too much pressure for your head, go ahead and do so. Keep your feet flexed and your heels close, your legs very bent. The more compact you are, the more easy it is to find a balance. Again, you can come onto your fingertips. I find it actually very, I find that this makes it a little bit easier when you press into your fingertips. There's lots of power concentrated in the fingertips when you press down through them. Practice just moving your legs. Try to keep your balance. It's important when you're trying to do other poses, like forearm balance or transitions of any kind. Get used to moving, but keep watching everything like you're the witness. So again, don't move too abruptly or no jerky movements. Move with control. And then come down. Child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Then roll your way up. Find your way onto your back. Okay, now pull your heels close to your body, close to your seat. Starting with bridge pose, and you can stay in bridge pose if you like the whole time. Press down into your arms, lift your seat, tuck your shoulders underneath. Try to get your chin right against your chest up, so your chin comes right against your chin. Your chest looks like a wall eventually. Lift the heels. See if you can walk your feet a little bit closer. And then you should feel like the back knees are right over your heels. Your shins are vertical, straight up and down. Lower the heels, but don't let the hips drop. So don't allow your body to sag down, your knees go over your toes. Keep trying to move your chest up. Now if you want, you can bring your hands to your seat. Rest your seat in your hands. And bring the left leg up. Knee up first in your chest and extend the leg up. If you're comfortable here, you can hold your breath. Bring your left foot further towards your head, over your head or beyond your head, and then keep pushing your hands, keep pushing your upper arms that are on the ground, and bring your other right foot up to meet the left. And then from here, you have to try to push your hips forward, push your feet up towards the sky, and then maybe you come into shoulder stance. Now, if you're in shoulder stand, you can stay there. If you had one leg, the left leg up, you come down and you do the other side. So your right knee comes up now towards your chest, and your right leg comes up. Try to have your elbows right underneath the body. It gives you more support. Otherwise, if your elbows are out to the side, your body might sink down. But again, according to your condition, sometimes the shoulders need to open up a little bit more. This comes with time. Again, you can see if you can try it on this side. Bring your right foot further beyond your head. Hold your breath. Push into your seat into your hands and try to get your right leg up to meet the left. Push your hips forward. Now, if you're in shoulder stand of sorts, you can come into plow. Come down softly.
If you're in the bridge pose, you can come down. If you know how to get into plow, you can go ahead. You would just press into your arms and then bring your feet behind your head. If that's too much, you can do happy baby pose. Your thighs come down to the ground, your knees beside, underneath your arms. You just hold the outer edges of the feet. Wherever you are, remain content where you are. Remain undisturbed, unjudging. Just keep cultivating balanced imagination so you can keep realizing great things for yourself, and then perhaps they will manifest through constant dedication to that vision. Now if you're in plow pose, get ready to come down. Arms behind your back, palms down, and bring your legs down. Take a deep breath in. Once you arrive, exhale, relax. You can take your hands out from underneath you for a moment. Breathe in, breathe out. Fish pose. Bring your hands underneath your seat again. Tuck your shoulders under, and then lift your chest. Push into your lower arms, lift your back up off the ground, push your chest up. Allow your head to drop back and try to place the top of the head on the ground. Now if you like, you can raise your legs 12 inches off the ground as well. If you like, charge them. Breathe very fast through the nose. And then from here, lower your head down, keep your hands underneath the seat, raise your legs up a little bit higher, about 45 degrees. And now from here, breathe very fast again. Now release your hands from underneath. From here, push into your arms, keep your feet up, come into boat pose. If you need to, you can bend your knees. Or you can hold underneath your knees as well. Try to draw your belly towards your thighs. If you're more flexible, keep your legs straight, your belly towards your thighs, and breathe again. From here, bring your feet down, slide them forward. If you can, get your legs to Paschimottanasana. So you can get your legs straight, and with your body still attached to your legs, you can go ahead and do that. Otherwise, keep your knees bent, rest your belly on your thighs, take hold of the edges of the feet. Inhale, scooch the chest further forward towards your knees. Exhale, pour more weight into your legs. Allow the weight of the body to just sink into your legs to provide more release to your hamstrings. Bit by bit, maybe the heels slide forward, maybe keep your chest with your thighs. All the attention to the base of the spine. Imagine the chest moving beyond the knees. The top of the head coming right to the feet. Direct your attention to the base of the spine to attract all the blood in the area. Feel it just washing that area out, circulating that area. Inhale, come back up, bring feet in, hands behind your back, fingers facing away. If you can, throw your hips up, shoulders, lower the chest higher than the shoulders, allow the head to go back. If you're stronger, you can bring your feet forward a little bit, straighten your legs, pull your thighs towards another, press to the base of the toes, so the toes are down, head goes back. Go and try not to sag your hips down. Lower your seat down. Good. Now,
lean forward a little bit. Bring your left hand to the outside of the right shin, right hand just behind the center of the back, against the back. Try not to lean back. So your hand shouldn't be on your thigh. It should be more close to the ankle. Inhale, lift through the chest, push the lower back up and in. Turn to the right, turn your chest to face along edge of the mat. Make sure your heels stay together. Keep your feet active, your legs charged. Each inhale, push the lower back up and in. Rise up taller, exhale, turn a little bit more to the right. Imagine the spine spiraling around itself. Imagine you can see right through the skin again. Come back, go to the other side. Lift through the chest. Push your arm into the lower back. Keep your neck long. Keep telescoping your neck out of the shoulders. Make sure your back is not hunching. Push your shoulders back, keep the back straight. Release, lie down on your back. Gently, no big heavy landings, all your movements mindful and soft and graceful. And once you're down on the mat, allow your feet to fall away from one another. Allow your shoulders to relax, the whole body becomes heavy. Palms facing up and adjust your receiving. Become receptive now to all the incoming gifts, the best happening now. Flood yourself with all the goodness that you need to feel complete and grounded and fulfilled, and a connection with all beings. Direct your attention back to the center of the chest, the right side of the physical heart, the spiritual heart. Residing place of God, that eternal grace that resides within that divine essence that is present in all beings. Through the practice we explored that manifestation of that great divine force that is found in all beings and everywhere. Limitless, immutable, stainless, and eternal. The best is coming to you right now. Keep imagining that. Again, even the suffering has a purpose. Although it might seem painful, there is divine, is all part of the divine plan, and it's done to help you grow stronger and to evolve to your highest potential. So be grateful for even those experiences. And remember that we all pass through the same thing. So be compassionate towards those who are suffering. We were there once, or maybe we have yet to experience it. Just keep moving in a way that doesn't remove the comfort of all beings. Act in a way that is compassionate and kind and loving. So let's continue to promote that strong, positive energy and healing energy. Now repeat to yourself the following sentence 3 times to ingrain in your mind and heart. My compassion extends to
to all beings everywhere. Ultimately, that's really all you need to remember. So simple, but so powerful. Do good, be good. Do better, be better. Do the best that you can. Be the best that you can. Now return to seated position now. Move in a way that is gentle, that is mindful, and silent and reverent. We'll close the practice with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Instill the peace within, send it out to all beings everywhere. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. All is within. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great day. Until next time.